What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Phil and I make films and content using my iPhone. And so I'm gonna continue this little, I wanna call it like a little mini series on LumaFusion. If, like I said, you're new to the channel, I started a couple videos back really messing around with LumaFusion on the M1 computer that Apple came out with. So it's been really cool. If you're new to filmmaking or you're interested in starting to get into filmmaking and you're looking for editing software for you guys to be able to use to cut your videos for your phone or your camera, whatever it may be. This tutorial is going to be very helpful. It's really cool because now that Apple has released the M1 chips, you can essentially use a lot of the apps that you would find traditionally on your iPhone or your iPad, and you can actually use it on the M1. So it's really cool. And so I started a little series, like I said, in regards to that. If you, like I said, this is going to be a nice crash course. If you're interested in purchasing LumaFusion, so let's get right to it. All right, guys, so here we are back on my Mac. And so we're going to start a new project in LumaFusion. And today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over some layouts again, going over some of the key tools that you use on LumaFusion, and kind of help you guys kind of look at what LumaFusion looks like on a Mac. But once again, this is a great little tutorial because it's just going to give you a crash course. Watching the series of these videos, you should really be able to really start to be able to navigate through LumaFusion. So we're right here inside of the project, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new project. I can do that down here, or I can do it by pressing the plus right here, and then it's opened up this one. So I'm going to go ahead and call it LumaFusion. And I'm going to call this one layout, because that's what we're going to be doing. Once again, it's going to allow us to pick our frames, what we want to do. As I've already said, I usually typically use a 24 frame time frame, but like I said, depending on what you want to do and your preference, you can go ahead and tweak this as much as you want. So on that, I do a 16:9 landscape, and then the color space, I typically leave it alone. I let the system kind of do that, but you can go in here and, like I said, play around with those and see what works best for you. Okay, so once again, the first thing I want to kind of show you is that LumaFusion does not let you actually move these areas. So I can't move the timeline up. I can't move this space right here where the clips are playing or anything like that. But it does offer some layouts to you if you want to change them. So down here on the right-hand corner, you can see there's a handful of different options. If I click on this one, it's going to change that layout. It has 6 different layouts that you can use to your preference, whatever you like the most, and then you can kind of use those methods right there. I've always kind of stayed with this method, and I'm kind of already comfortable with it because I like the way that it flows for me. But once again, that's a preference that you have when it comes to doing your videos. And so we're going to come in here and we're going to go into our photo section. Right, this is actually pulling directly from my my iPhotos or my iCloud, all of the stuff, and that's the thing that I love about LumaFusion on all of the different projects that I've worked on, is that I shoot all of these videos on Filmic Pro. I then transfer those videos to my photo library, and the next day it's already in my my cloud. So all of those videos show up here. So it's very, very convenient. I don't have to keep exporting into LumaFusion. So it makes my life a lot easier. So hopefully that's helpful for you too. But we're gonna go ahead and click on the videos. Once again, as you guys saw, I'm a big drone person, so I like using drones. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose a video right here. This is a video that I did some time ago. Once again, shooting from my church. Around where I live, there's this massive USA flag. And so it was a really windy day, so I was able to perfectly capture that, which I thought was really cool. So I'm gonna go through that right here, and I'm gonna pick where I wanna get the shot from, which once again, I'm not really being picky on what I'm cutting here. This video is really just a tutorial for you guys to be able to kind of see what LumaFusion is able to do on the computer. And it's really nice, I've done all of my LumaFusion projects on my phone with my, screen, and I have an iPhone XS, so it's not the biggest screen. So it is a real breath of fresh air, when I'm able to do what I do on my phone, on my computer, and everything, it feels very familiar. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, that clip. I'm gonna drag it to the line right here, and it's already uploaded, so I can run it here. It's running great, So one of the things that I'm gonna show again is that if you double click this timeline, or if you touch the pencil, it's going to bring up the tools that are available to you, right? So you have your frame and fit if you want to move anything around. You have you have the time, the speed, and things of that nature. What I always do, like I've said before in my videos, this is on a 24 line, and the video was shot at 30 frames. So I like to bring that down here, and then when I go back to my timeline and I hit the back button right here, it's nice and smooth. It's buttery, right? That's the expression that a lot of people use when doing things like that, and why they would shoot at a little bit higher on a frame and then put it on a smaller timeline. So that's the biggest things right here. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab another clip that I have of that area too. Now this one, it took a little bit of time to get it going, so I don't want to get that beginning. I just want to get this part right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose my layout over here as far as where I want the video to start and end. So once again, I'm not going crazy on picking things. I just want to be able to show you guys some things here. So now I have two videos together, side by side. They're jumping from one to another. And so LumaFusion does have some transitions. So up here on the left, I can go ahead and go to transitions, and then it's going to give me a series of different transitions. Once again, not the craziest amount of transitions available, but very basic, and essentially if you click on it, it's going to show you, it's going to be able to show you what that particular transition looks like. For me, I'm gonna go for a dip. So once again, I'm just gonna grab it here, as you can see, and I'm gonna put it in between my timeline. I can make this longer and I can make it smaller, but that's really gonna be depending up to you. So once I go in here, it's gonna give that nice transition, really cool. And another thing about LumaFusion is that I can grab another one. So for example, a flashpoint, and I can go right to that one that's on there, and I can change it, and it will automatically change it into something different right there. So that one's pretty cool too. So that's how that works right here. Now, if there's a part of the video, let's say I want to cut, or I can do something like this. Check this out. So I'll click on this particular timeline. I'll hit the little scissor icon right here, and now it's cut the video, right? If I click on this video and I hit the plus sign right here, it will duplicate that video right there above that. Now, once again, if you're around 6 layers already, it's going to duplicate it on the 6th layer, at the very end of it, right? So I can take this and I can put it in between these two videos. Now, this would replace it. This would replace this one. But if I go in the middle, you'll have this little icon, and then essentially it will put it in the middle. And you're like, well, why would you want to do that? You know, because let's try something here, right? It's the same exact video, but what I want to do now is I want to reverse it. So I can go into the pencil icon, and then over here on the little wheel, and there's a reverse. So I can go ahead and reverse it. LumaFusion is going to take that clip. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to do these kind of transitions, because it's going to take the whole clip and it's going to reverse it essentially. So I'm going to speed this up probably right here. All right, so we are back. I was letting it, just do what it needed to do on LumaFusion. And so with that, now I have the ability to reverse a clip, so there we go. I've reversed it. So if I go back to my timeline, you can have some fun with this as I'm replaying it, and then it goes back like that. So pretty cool. Once again, nothing crazy, not really anything very difficult to do. If I want to get rid of this other clip right here, I just hit the little garbage can, and now I have these clips right here. But that is pretty much what that looks like with these transitions. Another thing that you can do on LumaFusion, which is really cool, with this little box here, essentially I can click that, and then I can click multiple clips, for example. And what I can do is on this little board right here, I can click on it, and then it's going to give me an option to copy or cut. So this is really convenient. If you have a couple clips that you want to move, you could essentially cut it and then put it wherever you want to put it on the timeline. Or if you have multiple videos that you're creating, coming back over here on the lower left corner, like I said, this is the spill of all of the files that you're working on. So if you have multiple files here, you can essentially go into one clip, video edit that you're doing, copy some clips that are there, and essentially take it to another project and paste it in there. So it's very, very convenient to be able to do something like that. And so it is something that I've found myself using a lot during my time. But that pretty much wraps it up right there. Like I said, you can come in here and then you can put some titles in there too, make it look really cool. For example, I can just throw that in here. And once again, not going crazy, but you can go ahead and pop it in there. If you don't like that immediate burst that it's coming in, you can go ahead and go into your transitions and, for example, put a cross dissolve on that particular video, and then maybe put a cross dissolve at the very end of that video because you don't want it to just kind of come in and then go out. So by doing something like that, it comes in really nice and then it goes out, transitioning to videos, as you can see right here, and then doing a reversal right there. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video right here, guys. I hope that you found some value on this. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna continue doing a couple more of these LumaFusion videos because once again, this new M1 chip that Apple has created has essentially opened the door to be able to do so much when it comes to people that have relied on their phones or on their iPads to be able to do so many different things. So I'm looking forward to making more videos. If you have any questions, leave them on the comments and below and I will respond to them. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for coming and checking out this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.